Hello, everyone. I am here today to talk to you about life on Mars and if there's ever been life on Mars, what we can do to determine that, what scientific evidence is there, and we'll just begin to delve into that. So, Martians, this is a decades old question. It's been in literature, TV shows, everywhere for as long as there has been entertainment. But would it be possible? Is there evidence of any life on Mars? And if there is, what would that mean for Earth and the rest of the solar system? So there is some evidence for life. It's not much, but we do have some. Approximately 3% of Earth's meteorites come from Mars. This could mean very similar rock formations that we see on Mars and allow for the same geology that we see here on Earth, where obviously we do have life. There's also evidence of gas exchange. There is evidence for an atmosphere. Mars isn't just a desolate planet with no chemical compounds. There is an atmosphere, and it does burp methane. It comes from the core, so there are possible elements there that could make up for life on Mars. But is it enough to really determine whether there has been or if there ever will be life? So, life on Mars could be a possibility. These lines of evidence suggest Mars could host life, but it's really important to determine whether these processes like gas exchange, the geology, are organic or inorganic. Because a lot of these processes can be explained inorganically. So it's not, while it is evidence for life, it's not the best evidence that we could possibly come up with when it comes to determining life on Mars and how we are able to host that. So this is the reality. There probably has never been life on Mars. We haven't explored a ton of Mars, but out of all the planets, it definitely is the most explored. And while those line of evidence have turned up, most of these lines of evidence can be solved with inorganic processes. It would take significant organic data to prove life on Mars, and the reality is, right now, we just don't have that data. Um, we are going to continue studying Mars, and maybe it'll turn up someday. But as of right now, the reality is there probably never was life on Mars, and there probably isn't life on Mars right now. So, looking into the future of this, could new lines of evidence support the idea of old life on Mars? Could we sustain life on Mars if we were to move there? And could life develop on its own in the future beyond our years? This is all important stuff to look at when it comes to life on Mars. We could always discover new evidence that may support old life. Would it be possible to sustain life on Mars with the current atmosphere? And then could it develop on its own? Have Is it still in its early stages, like Earth before it was able to host life? Could it possibly get to a point where it would make life sustainable and we would be able to see life on Mars? So, overall, what did we learn? There are lines of evidence for life on Mars. Most of this evidence can be explained by inorganic processes. There are opportunities for life, but we have no evidence of life yet. Thank you, and that is all I have for you today.